poppin', y'all? It's your boy D-Mari, aka D-Runs, back with another video. So, I'm going to be doing my 2026 Saturday Night Main Event review. I wish this was called Saturday Night Trash Event from now on. Or even else, get rid of Saturday Night Trash Event. Because this was trash event. Honestly, there are some matches on the show I could not really care less. Except for Penta and Ethan Page had a very good, decent match. So as the tag match with the Vision and the Street Profits, which I will get in all of that too. But my issue with this, the fact that there's 3 pay-per-view shows, PLEs, premium live events. One, Saturday Night Main Event was last night. And then after this, next is Clash in Italy for next weekend. They just had Backlash, not like 3 weeks ago. Saturday Night Main Event was last night, and then next weekend is going to be Clash in Italy. Which, with that, I'm not going to be able to watch it. I wish I was here to watch it, but I'm not really exactly going to be here because I'm going on a vacation. Because I need a break from everything. Not just everything, but of what I got going on in general with work. And I really need a break from work. Then this with everything I need to get a break of. Honestly, I really wish I would have a vacation on my own. But it's not going to happen. It will happen in the near future, but who knows. I'm going to watch Clash in Italy. But the thing is, I'm probably going to watch it. I don't know. I'm probably going to have to watch it when I come back, and then it's going to be kind of like a late review that I'm probably going to have to do. So, yeah, make sure y'all turn on notifications for that, just to get a heads up. But I don't know what to say about the show. I'm not going to say it was bad, but at least there was some good wrestling. But a lot of wrestling doesn't include storytelling, which I really wish they would start doing, but WWE is not going to do that. So what do we ended up with? Good wrestling. We ended up with good wrestling to make it somewhat light of the show from last night's Saturday Night Trash event. And none of this is not even going to accomplish even after this. So what's the point of all of this, honestly? And my thing is too, with Sol Ruca and Becky Lynch, even though their match is next week, here's the thing. This match was 2 minutes. 2 minutes. But their match is going to be scheduled for next week in Clash in Italy from the Women's IC title. I will talk about that in the video. I will talk about that during this review. But I'm not going to waste no time. Not going to waste no time. Before we get into all of this, if you have not already yet, please give me a huge solid favor. Click the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Follow me on social medias because I will be posting every single week. So any further ado, let's get straight into this. So, the first match of the night was the 6-women's tag match. So Jade Cargill, Mi Chin, Mia Yim, and B-Fab ended up defeating Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. Honestly, I did not really too much care about this match. Let me say this. It was good, I guess, but at the same time, I just don't really care. Because like I said, all of these people from Saturday Night Main Event, even after, is not going to really achieve to anything. But the stupidest fucking dumb ending of this match was Alexa, Charlotte, Rhea, all fucking hugging. They're now being friends all of a sudden. It's bad enough that Charlotte and Alexa are stuck in a tag team and now friends, and now Rhea is now added to the mix. They're going to become friends. Let's be besties. Yay! Everybody is now friends in WWE. Charlotte and Rhea literally have heat with one another. They had like 2 WrestleMania matches, and one from WrestleMania 39 was even their better match. But now, they're friends now. Alexa, Charlotte, and Rhea is now going to be a trios tag team now. Oh. What are we doing? What are we doing with these women nowadays? Every woman is now are stuck with a tag team, or even else they can't even find any ounce of whatever they can find for themselves that they can't even get out of. They're all stuck in a tag team together. And you wonder why these women are not being taken seriously. Well, whatever. They ended up losing because of friendship, because all three of them is friends. And Jay Cargill ended up beating Rhea for their match from Clash in Italy next weekend. Honestly, I don't really care who wins with that, with Rhea or Jay. I do not care. I don't care. So, next, Soruka ended up defeating Becky Lynch in a disqualification. So, here's my thing with this. So, this did not make no sense. This was another dumb ending I was literally confused of. So, Soruka was about to do her finisher, the Soul Snatcher, and then Becky pulls the referee, and she ended up getting the Soul Snatch on the referee, Soruka. Like, this did not make no sense, and honestly, this was a waste of time. And my thing is this, though. Liv Morgan is your women's world title, but you decided to put Soruka and Becky Lynch on this match for no reason. Liv Morgan is the women's world champion right now. What is she doing? What is she doing? She couldn't be on this card? Other than Soruka and Becky Lynch that are already having their match next weekend? Well, I can probably tell you, her fucking title reign is going to become fucking pointless and it's going to be a complete flop. Whatever. They're going to have their rematch in Clash in Italy. And somewhere or the other, Soruka is going to probably beat Becky Lynch. And, I mean, good for Soruka, but at the same time, I'm not going to really care. Next, so Penta ended up defeating Ethan Paige for the Intercontinental title. I thought this was a very good, decent match. I mean, this was like the only match that I somewhat cared for. There was a lot of good in-ring quality with this match, so as a tag match, what I get into later on. So Penta, even though Ethan Page, in the match, he took off the turnbuckle pad, trying to cheat the win, but he got into the exposed turnbuckle, and then Penta did the Mexican Destroyer, and that's how the match ended. So, like I said, Penta, I mean, it was a good match, but afterwards, like I said at my WrestleMania review, Penta is going to be fighting the same people. Javon Evans, Rusev, J.D. McDonough, all of those guys. Like, at least with Ethan Page, at least that's like a different opponent that Penta is fighting, at least. But after all of this, Penta is going to be fighting the same people. Except for Ethan Page, I guess. But whatever. I will say this was a very good, decent match, I would say. Another match I don't really care about. So Paige and Brie Bella ended up defeating the Invisible Forces, Lash Lashley and Nia Jax for the women's tag team titles. I honestly don't care about this. I honestly do not really. I don't really have much to say about this other than the fact that Paige ended up doing a roll-up pin on Nia Jax with the help of Brie Bella, ended up helping both of them win. So honestly, I don't really got much to say about this. I just did not care about this match. I really don't care. Then the main event of the show. The Vision, Logan Paul and Austin Theory ended up defeating the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford. Now, for this match, I will say this match was actually very good. A lot of high-flying, fast-paced matches, especially with Montez Ford. Honestly, Montez Ford he was like the only person in the match that was actually carrying the match. Montez Ford was the only person in this match that was actually carrying the match. No offense to Angelo Dawkins, but Montez Ford was definitely took over the show. And before like the end of the match, Braun Breaker comes out and I think he spares Montez Ford, or I believe, but Angelo Dawkins ended up pouncing him, Braun Breaker, over the announcer table. And I think Montez Ford was about to do like a Serpent Corhilo or a suicide dive, but Logan Paul has the fucking brass knuckles. He throws Montez back into the ring, and they ended up getting the pinfall, getting the pin, eat the pin, and they ended up winning. So before the end of the show ended, before they showed the credit scenes, Braun Breaker runs back into the ring and starts spearing Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. And that's how the damn show ended. Honestly, I'm not going to say this was a bad show, I guess, but whatever. I just really just did not really care as much about some matches. Besides with the tag match and Penta and Ethan Page, both of them matches was definitely good, but the rest of the matches was a waste of time, and some of these matches should not even be on the card. Matter of fact, Saturday Night Main Event just, honestly, y'all, to me, Saturday Night Main Event just feels like a fucking glorified house show. It does not really feel like a fucking PLE. This feels like a Raw SmackDown episode, and it feels like a glorified house show. This is what this is now with Saturday Night Main Event. But, so yeah, that's it for my Saturday Night Main Event review. But y'all let me know, what was your thought? What was your favorite matches from Saturday Night Main Event last night y'all enjoyed? Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Follow me, all social medias down below. I'll be back with another video, y'all. Peace.
My moment to shine, this is my time of flight. I've been grinding forever just for this very night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is undervalued and no one ever could.